The Krethian war fleet had been sitting outside Earth's orbit for 6 days. 212 ships, enough firepower to flatten a continent. Admiral Vorn Ka was starting to sweat. Standard procedure was simple. Show up, send the ultimatum, wait 48 hours. Species submits, joins the Empire, pays tribute, everyone goes home. He'd done it 47 times. The longest holdout had been the Quill of Sector 9, who took 31 hours, mostly because their council needed time to cry. It had now been 6 days, and the humans hadn't said a single word.
Sir,
His second officer Drell said carefully.
do you think they received the transmission?
They received it.
Do you think they understood it?
They understood it.
Do you think...
Drell!
A transmission came in. The human on screen looked terrible. Bags under his eyes, hair going in 4 directions, crumbs on his shirt. He was holding a mug that said something Vorn Ka's translator rendered as, "But first, coffee." He pointed at the camera like he was about to say something life-changing. Okay, so, hey, sorry for the wait. We've been having some internal discussions. He sipped from the mug. About your offer. His name tag said Ambassador Joel, which felt deeply wrong.
The ultimatum is simple,
Vorn Ka said.
submit to Krethian authority or face total annihilation. What is humanity's answer?
Joel scratched his jaw. Yeah, so here's the thing. We kind of took a vote,
And
we want to fight. Silence on the bridge.
you
Vorn Ka said slowly.
want to fight?
Yeah, like, not because we think we'll win necessarily. We just thought, it'd be fun. Also, like, 40% of us voted to fight because we were pissed off about the wording.
The submit thing really rubbed people wrong.
Drell leaned in and whispered.
Sir, maybe they don't understand the scale of our fleet.
Vorn Ka cleared his throat.
Ambassador, we have 212 warships.
Joel nodded.
Okay. Enough firepower to destroy your largest city in under 4 minutes.
Right.
Your species has never once engaged in interstellar warfare.
That's true. Joel pointed finger guns at the camera.
We've just been doing it to each other this whole time, getting the reps in.
Something cold moved through Vorn Ka's chest.
Could you clarify that?
Joel turned off screen.
Hey, somebody get him the document.
A file came through. Vorn Ka opened it. Titled, A Brief History of Human Warfare Abridged. Note, this is abridged. 460 pages, the abridged version. Drell read over his shoulder for 30 seconds, and then quietly sat down on the floor.
You've been at war,
Vorn Ka said, flipping through it.
for most of your recorded history.
Pretty much, yeah.
With each other.
With each other.
Over land, resources, religion, abstract concepts, a dead archduke?
Vorn Ka stopped.
You fought a war over a bucket?
The bucket was disrespectful, Joel said with complete seriousness.
You fought for 12 years over a bucket?
Look, I didn't say we were rational about it. Vorn Ka set the document down. He needed a moment. He pressed 2 fingers to the bridge of his nose and breathed.
Sir,
Drell said from the floor.
page 203.
I'm not looking at page 203.
They gassed each other.
I'm not looking at page 203.
Not even the enemy, sir. They gassed their own.
Drell, I said I'm not fucking looking.
Joel watched this exchange with mild interest. You guys doing okay over there?
We are fine,
Vorn Ka said in a voice that meant he was not fine.
Ambassador, I want you to understand something. The Krethian Empire spans 63 star systems. We have never lost a campaign. We have subjugated species with faster ships, bigger armies, and more advanced technology than Earth currently has. Do you understand what I'm telling you?
Yeah, you're really good at this.
We are undefeated.
That's kind of impressive, honestly. Joel leaned back. Can I ask you something? Vornka gestured for him to continue. How many of those species actually fought back? A pause.
Most submitted.
How many fought back? Longer pause.
7,
Vornka said. And
they lost.
Cool. Joel nodded. How long did it take?
The campaigns ranged from...
Vornka stopped. He saw where this was going.
That is not relevant.
Ballpark.
The longest was 11 months.
Joel whistled low.
That's a while for a fleet your size. They had favorable terrain and...
Vornka caught himself, explaining himself to a human, and felt something die inside him.
Ambassador, you have 24 hours to reconsider. After that...
We already started, Joel said.
What?
We started like 2 days ago. We weren't gonna sit here while you guys parked outside. He looked off screen. Hey, what's the update? Somebody off screen responded. Joel nodded slowly. Okay, so we've taken out 14 of your ships on the outer perimeter. He held up a hand. Before you freak out, we know that's not a lot. There's kind of a learning curve with space combat, turns out. Very different from ground stuff. Dead silence on the bridge.
What?
Vornka spun around.
Vrex, report!
Vrex looked pale, which was notable because Krethians were already gray.
Sir, outer perimeter sectors 4 through 9. 14 ships confirmed. They use...
He squinted at his console.
Modified mining drones, loaded with compressed gas and metal fragments.
Space buckshot, Joel confirmed helpfully. Old idea, actually. Farmers used it on Earth. Turns out it works great on hull plating.
They built weapons out of mining equipment,
Drell said from the floor, now staring at the ceiling. We didn't have space weapons. We had to improvise, Joel shrugged. Also, heads up, we've got a team working on something bigger. Can't say what, but if you want to cut your losses and leave, no hard feelings. Genuinely. Vornka stared at him for a long time. This was not how this was supposed to go. This was supposed to be 48 hours and a clean surrender, and then he'd go home. He'd had tickets to his daughter's school recital. She'd been practicing the flute for months. Instead, he was being told that a species that had been throwing rocks at each other 3,000 years ago just shot 14 of his ships with farm equipment, and were working on something bigger.
Sir, Vrex said quietly. Different channel. They're hailing us again.
Different human this time. Older, white hair, lab coat. She had the specific calm energy of someone who hadn't slept in 4 days and had stopped feeling things entirely as a coping mechanism. Hi, she said. Dr. Yenna Park, weapons development. Quick question. She turned her tablet around. On it was a schematic of something that should not exist. Does your hull plating have any weaknesses to sustained resonance frequencies? Asking for science. Vornka closed his eyes. Behind him, he heard Drell stand up from the floor, look at the schematic, and then sit back down again. We'll leave, Vornka said. Dr. Park lowered the tablet. Sorry?
We're withdrawing. This campaign is...
He searched for the right word.
Strategically inadvisable.
Joel popped back onto the main screen. For real?
For real,
Vornka said, with what little dignity he had left. Okay. Finger guns again. No hard feelings though, right? Seriously, you guys seem cool. We just can't do the submit thing. It's a cultural thing.
I understand.
Cool. You want a care package? We send one anyway, as a vibe check. Vornka frowned.
A care package?
Yeah, snacks, drinks. We do it for enemies sometimes. Sent one to the guys we were blockading in 2031. They cried, apparently. Very wholesome. Vornka thought about his daughter and the flute and the fact that he was going to make it home after all.
Sure,
He said.
why not?
The package arrived 20 minutes later. It contained bags of potato chips, something called instant ramen, a USB drive labeled "The Best Movies We Made," a handwritten card that said, "No hard feelings, come back sometime," smiley face, and a small potted plant labeled "For Morale." Drell found Vornka staring at it an hour later.
File the report,
Vornka said.
Category 7, uncontested withdrawal.
And humanity status in the registry?
He thought about 460 pages of war history, abridged, about mining drones full of scrap metal, about a woman with dead eyes and a resonant schematic, about a man eating chips in declining subjugation because the wording was rude.
Uncategorized,
He said.
leave them as uncategorized.
The plant sat on the dashboard the rest of the trip home. It outlived the mission report, 3 crew rotations, and 1 very confused quarantine inspector who couldn't explain why a Crethian admiral was growing something called a pothos on his bridge. It was, by all accounts, doing great.